Let's be honest. We all knew this day was coming.
And having an ungodly amount of CP on your computer don't matter.
Yeah,
It is not CP. It is anime.
It is CP in a way, man.
Why were you messing with my boy Smokey MCC? The biker gang is coming for you. Yeah, I kind of wanted to ask that too. Like, I've said
before. I have evidence from MF Goon that Smokey is colluding with Cyrax and colluding with MVM.
I don't know how TheWhiteBowser could believe any of that.
Hey everyone, TheWhiteBowser here.
I never called anyone's employer. I never called anyone's employer.
You were implying you were about to.
I threatened.
You also threatened.
I did not do it.
You also threatened my bank account, buddy.
You understand? You understand how that flips, right?
Oh no. Yeah, I am legally allowed to prosecute people who say false accusations. That Smokey is colluding with a legit pedophile.
Okay. Why the fuck do you think I left?
Hey! Please. Yeah, I quit. I walked out of that movie theater in disgust and over guilt and over shame of what I did.
If he has the obligation to do that, you also have the obligation to be an adult and handle adult situations in a professional manner.
Yeah, that's why I contacted law enforcement and the police.
That is not what I'm talking about.
I've sat here for about 10-15 minutes wondering how I'm going to start this video. I really don't know how to start a story that personally involves myself, but I think the best way to sum it up is, this is the ballad of the TheWhiteBowser. A man named Earl Doobie who for the past month so greatly wanted to get my attention. And up until this point, I didn't give it to him. And now that I am giving him my attention, he so greatly wants me to not give him the attention. Obviously, you may be thinking already, oh man, what is this? This seems like just a hit piece on someone you don't agree with. And you know what? A lot of this video is going to be pretty biased considering I'm someone who was attacked by Earl Doobie here. But I really want you guys to check this out, make up your own minds on who is right, who is wrong in this situation, and really at the end of the day, that doesn't matter, because what matters here is we may have a new lolcow on our hands. Now, it's someone that came out of nowhere from the depths of my Discord server. He was a member there for months, almost a year. No one ever said a bad thing about the guy. He just went about his business like everyone else did. He would chime in on conversations. No one really minded the guy. But it was about a month ago that I was at a Christmas party, I was really drunk, and I got called into a phone call in the VC in our Discord where Liquid Chris was, MF Goon was, pretty sure Kiwi Tapes was there, and everyone was telling me about this TheWhiteBowser guy, and I was trashed. I was just like, yeah, I'll look into him tomorrow. And I never did. And weeks went by, and people would send me stuff about Bowser, and I'd look into it, and I'd be like, this guy's funny and all, but like, is he really something I want to make a video on? I don't really know. I don't want to give him the attention. And then, the other day, I awoke to a video on TheWhiteBowser's channel titled, Smokey is the pedophile now. That's fucking slander, first off. Now, you may be asking a few questions. Hold up, Smokey, why is this guy saying this? Well, as you'll hear soon, Bowser came to the conclusion that myself, Music Biz Marty, and Cyrax are in a three-way content farming system, and because I do that, I associate with Cyrax, which therefore makes me a pedo. Now, you may be thinking that's fucking stupid. Well, listen to Bowser respond to this when Kiwi Tapes brings it up to him just a few nights ago on Kiwi Tapes' channel.
How does that make Smokey a pedophile, TheWhiteBowser? How in what world?
Okay. First of all, I said that false accusation. All right, I said that false accusation because I want people to get off my back. But I
so you threw a content creator under the bus.
What a dick, right? Like, he's getting all this shit from people, rightly so, because of all the things that have been found out from him, all the skeletons in his closet that he admitted to people. But he wants to throw it back at me. What a Cyrax move. That's just the biggest case of projection I've ever seen. And you might be wondering, well, why would he be calling me that? Well, is he one? Well, once again, you be the judge of that. Earl here was fired from his job at AMC when he was in his mid-20s, and he was fired for groping one of his co-workers. Like, I'm not kidding. He has no problem admitting that. You heard at the beginning of the video, he left that movie theater in shame, in disgust over the things he did. We've since come to find out that the girl was 17 years old, but Bowser will insist she was 18, and when pressed on it, the only thing he can say back is, well, you don't know her sister's age, so how the fuck do I expect you to know anything?
It's the only way I'm seeing. Look at this. We have Kurt with the 5. Apologize to the young girl you touched and traumatized.
I already. First of all, she wasn't a young girl. She was 18. Second of all, I already did apologize to her.
Now, Bowser here, that's not the only reason people don't like him. Bowser also likes to go after people's jobs, likes to go after people's bank accounts, people who just call him out on his bullshit. 2 of my Discord moderators who had to ban Bowser after he went on a rampage telling all of the trans members in our Discord to off themselves after making fun of suicide, which I want to bring up as a trigger point for a lot of people, and I understand that completely. Bowser himself messaged me when I got done my first ever Cyrax video about Cyrax and his stylus, and he told me, Smokey, this is too triggering for me. I don't like hearing about suicide. But he had no problem making fun of other people in our Discord who had problems with that. And then Bowser walked it back and said, "Oh, I'm joking, whatever, it's no big deal."
And if it is true that I really did cause that much distress after I did leave, because I did voluntarily leave Smokey's server. So I've had zero communication with. So if it's true I've caused this much distress over my jokes, which I don't support it, then yeah, I apologize. All right, let's move on.
Now, I couldn't help but take this part a little bit personally, because Bowser, he really hurt our friend in the Discord. Bowser said some real fucked up shit about him, about when my friend was going through a really hard time. And you know what, maybe that's my fault because I don't look in the Discord enough. I wasn't even aware of all this stuff when it was going down, but I'm aware of it now. And I'm also aware that when Bowser initially got kicked from our server, he made videos crying, saying, I'm not like that, I would never joke around about that stuff. But then when he gets pressed on it, he says, alright, yeah, whatever, let's move on and leave. And like I said, it's not just our friend here. He said that about all trans people too. Bowser doesn't give a shit about people's feelings. Bowser will say anything and then walk it back and say, oh, it's a joke. But like I said, he made this video right when all this shit started happening, and you can tell like the change in demeanor from the video you just saw back from this video when he thought he was in trouble. Now he thinks he's in power with all talking to all these people, so he's acting cocky. But this is back when he wanted to gain sympathy.
Now, it was an agreement that I have received absolution. That means I'm free from punishment and everything, okay? Now please, I'm begging of anyone who is listening to this video, don't target me. Don't say I support or like to look at things or pray at things. Don't falsely support me of, self-harm, and don't forcefully support that I want the death of certain types of people. Please, please, leave me alone, okay? You have to. I want to move on with my life.
I'm sorry, really? Like, this is how this dude's gonna act, like, just mere weeks or days after saying that, oh, all trans people should do that, I support veterans doing that. Like, he really said this shit, and it's what he got banned for. And he put up this video trying to garner sympathy just by her saying, no, I never support that, don't go after me. It's not about him not being, like, supportive of that or not. He doesn't give a shit about that. He just doesn't want to be gone after. And he thought that's what's going to happen as soon as he got banned. He thought, uh-oh, all these people are against me, so I got to start making all these videos defending myself. When really, everyone just wanted him gone. No one wanted to talk to this dude, but he just kept pushing shit and pushing shit. And it's so ridiculous when you hear people. You can hear the fake tears behind this image of his logo or whatever it is. Like, you can tell this dude is just trying to garner sympathy. And it's so fucked up after all the shit he did for him to say this. Bowser likes to go after people who throw quote-unquote slander and false accusations his way. He has no problem doing it to me and anyone else who tries to come at him for anything, especially guys like me who didn't come at him for anything, but he decided to call me a pedo anyway because he was like, oh my god, you talk to Cywax, you must be, like, fuck off, guy, like, and now he's threatening the mod team in my Discord, and he doesn't give a shit about it. It's all because people exposed him for the shitty things he does. You know, we really haven't even gotten to the fact that his big thing, the video we're gonna watch, like, later on, is Earl's pedophilia versus anime video. Now, he took this down, and it's since been re-uploaded on Cerberus' channel. Gotta go give a follow, a sub to Cerberus. It's how you really can follow TheWhiteBowser. He has so many good videos that Bowser's deleted, or that Bowser doesn't even know has been recorded. But this guy, right? Like, this guy, he sits there and he says, you know, oh man, like, it's not weird for me to look at 14-year-old anime girls. Like, it's this one specific, like, video he watches, and he loves talking about it, and loves screaming into the rooftops that it's fine to do it because he can't go to jail. It's not illegal in this country. It's still really fucking weird when, like, your main thing, and the thing you always talk about and you're so proud of, is watching these videos about, like, 14, 15-year-old anime girls. But the video I want to look at right now, the video before we get to all that bullshit, it's a privately recorded Discord call between my moderators and Earl did not want this recorded. He made it known that I'm not doing this if it's recorded, and they promised him, we're not going to record it. You know, when you've done all the stuff Earl does, I think you kind of deserve this one. So, yeah. This is just a clip of it. I just want you to listen to the arrogance in Earl's voice when all my moderators tell him is, look, we banned you because you told a bunch of people to off themselves, bro. It's not really that hard. But he just, he doesn't seem to understand.
I wasn't even the one that banned you.
Mm-hmm.
I just was giving you the reason why you were banned, and from my memory.
Right.
And to go after my form of employment is low.
Yeah.
Low. I don't appreciate
but so is accusing me of a pedophile. That's pretty low too. That's pretty low too.
Okay, but I told you why you were banned on Twitter.
Yep, you did.
I saw that you mentioned something.
Maggie, I also reported your tweet to Twitter, sorry. Because I'm obligated.
You reported my Twitter account? What for?
Well, you gave a false accusation and misinformation about me, so I had to.
I gave you the reason you were banned.
Sorry, I already did it.
You can tell by the tone of his voice that he thinks he's, like, the smartest person in the room no matter where he's at. He likes to brag that he has a 110 IQ. He also, for some reason, likes to brag that he has autism. He uses it all the time to say, well, I'm autistic and this is how I react. Like, I'm not even kidding when I say that. Like, I'm telling you, you're gonna see later on in the video, he uses it as like a dope, I'm autistic, sorry for acting that way. But I think it's time to show you the video I'd planned on showing you guys this whole time. The video that TheWhiteBowser called Pedophilia versus Anime. And then something about Smokey McCracken. Like, it was another video directed at me. I don't know why this particular video was directed at me. I guess because my server was telling him that the shit he was looking at was weird. Nonetheless, finally, let's watch this one.
Let's start a new series on my YouTube channel, TheWhiteBowser. So honestly, I've wanted to have a bit of a discussion on this topic for a very long time. I see some of my favorite YouTube creators covering the news about it, including Technicals and Smokey McCrack.
First off, that's bullshit. I've never put up a video on my channel discussing the argument between pedophilia and anime. You were just looking for a reason to rope me into this, you dickhead.
A few days ago, on my private Discord server, there was a raid. The nature of this raid and why and how it happened are unknown. Now, naturally, the group of actors seemed to want to be my friends at first, so I allowed them free roam on my Discord server, And then everyone got together in voice chat. And then I honestly have no fucking idea what happened next.
You got called out for having pictures of pornographic 14-year-olds on your computer. That's what happened, Bowser. I know sometimes it might slip your memory, but yeah, that's what happened when people came in your server and questioned you about that.
Still really confused, honestly. Basically, I was accused of being a pedophile. I admitted that I found scenes from the Japanese cartoons called Tawawa on Monday and Freezing to be sexually attractive. For context, the female cartoon characters in this anime are portrayed and drawn to be hypersexualized on purpose by the manga artists. But on that basis alone, that labels me as a pedophile, because those females in the cartoon are below the age of 18. Now, me being bipolar, autistic, and retired, I felt the need to defend myself against these accusations. I should know better than to don't feed the trolls.
Bro, don't feed the trolls. You're openly admitting that you're like into these hypersexualized drawings of people under 18. Like, I'm sorry, you can think what you want about that, but like, that's weird. Like, I don't care what you say, that's fucking weird. And this guy just going around saying like, oh, all these people accusing me of this are the weird ones. I shouldn't be feeding the trolls. These are people just asking you valid questions about this and why you think this is okay. And you just fall back on the same shit every time.
So, the whole harassment attack lasted for about 3 hours. And at the end, I banned every one of them. Afterwards, I was so depressed by the accusations of pedophilia, I decided to message my licensed professional psychiatrist about the incident.
Yeah, it's all edited out, but Earl really showed like this medical paper doxing his doctors and everything. In this video titled Pedophilia vs. Anime, I bet you they really wanted their names in this one. Oh, they're probably so happy about that.
Because, here's the thing. If it is true that I medically have a problem, I will fix it. And what better person to ask than someone who is a licensed doctor? So here you can see the entire message I wrote out to my psychiatrist, Dr. David. Let's see what his response is.
Bro, stop doxing your doctor. Like, he did this in the Kiwi Tapes call. He kept doing it to the girl that he groped. Like, he can't stop dropping people's names like this. Earl, just stop.
My psychiatrist, the professionally licensed doctor, also told me to contact my social worker / therapist about these false accusations. So I did. Here we can see me messaging my therapist, Dr. Jeffrey, a licensed professional in behavioral medicine. Let's see what his response is.
Alright, dude, seriously, your next doctor's visit is going to be so awkward.
I want all of you sociopaths to be very clear about what you are. You people are sadists. You center your entire livelihood around finding a random individual and getting them to admit or say one thing. You record it and then you use it to ruin their lives. This is how you losers get your kinks. Please be aware, Smokey McCrack, these sadists are lurking in your fanbase, in your community, and they attacked me. Let me educate all of you on some real medical psychology. As my therapist, Jeffrey, said, there are two things in the human mind, ego-sanic and ego-alien. When you are ego-sanic, like Chris Chan, you feel no remorse, no shame, no guilt, no distress when an accusation is made towards you about you raping your mother, and rightfully so, you go to prison for it. When you are ego-alien, like me, Earl Doobie, you feel afraid, panic, defensive, angry when an accusation is made towards you about being a pedophile. The DSM-5 definition of a pedophile is, the medical definition is, an adult who does not sleep. They actively, purposefully hunt, stalk, portray and traumatize real children. A real pedophile is egocentric. They feel no remorse for their actions because it is who they are. I, Earl Doobie, am ego alien. I was so utterly disgusted and repulsed by what you sadists said about me and accused me of that I had a full-blown anxiety attack, and now I am taking a new medication to stop it from ever happening again.
The reason you had a breakdown is because you came out about your whole thing that you liked watching these weird cartoons of kids and stuff, and you thought people were going to agree with you, and when they didn't, you freaked out, you got banned, you thought everyone was against you, which they kind of were, but they were more so asking you why rather than attacking you, Earl. And then he keeps bringing up the fact that, well, they're not real kids. They're only cartoon kids. You know, I am so utterly disgusted by the thought of pedophilia. Even though you just admitted that the thing you enjoy so much and you love talking about that's drawn hypersexualized about minors, it's drawn that way and it's intended to be drawn that way and you enjoy it, but no, that's nothing weird on your end, right? Like, I get it, you're arguing about them not being real kids, you're right, they aren't real kids, but when I hear about people that just watch cartoons of kids for sexual purposes, yeah, I'm going to assume that there's some weird shit behind it. I'm personally going to assume because you constantly tote hell, it's not illegal, I can't get arrested for it, so it's not a bad thing. It's because that's what you're attracted to and you found a legal loophole around it, but you're not going to be able to just not get people's ire drawn to you because of it.
I am not a pedophile, and I was told by 2 doctors who have 20 plus years of medical experience, unlike you single-cell brain individual trolls, that I am not a pedophile, and I want to make it utterly clear, definitively, if any human being ever accuses me of being a pedophile ever again, then yes, I can legally sue them for character defamation, slander, and emotional distress. That means you too, Chris Hansen. Stop attacking people for jacking off to Dark Magician Girl.
Like, I'm sorry. You really had to go at Chris Hansen at the end there? Like, you're really mad at him for going after people who look at this shit just like you, Bowser. It seems like it's a real bias on your part. But yeah, Bowser, you're right. Definitely should not be calling people pedophiles without any proof. You know, there might be a LOL suit coming your way soon. Who knows?
I am not a bad actor. These internet trolls are the real bad actors. Furthermore, I want to be clear that, going forward, because of internet trolls, I will now be playing Genshin Impact in solo mode. I explained this to 2 supposed internet friends who told me they are under the age of 18. Because of idiots on the internet, Genshin Impact Gaming will be in solo mode from now on. Let's also point out one of my friends, Eric on Twitter from my university, who actively streams on Twitch drawing his creative manga. For reference, he also admitted to jacking off to Freezy, which is a fictional Japanese cartoon about a bunch of super hyper-sexualized 17-year-olds.
Like, what the fuck? How does he have no shame in admitting this?
Now, let's form the basis of having a rational medical argument. Who is correct here? This Google definition of pedophilia, or a licensed professional psychiatrist? I think the smart people in the room can answer that question. Here's the crux of everything, as my employee Carol, who is a woman in her early 20s, said right here. If the internet wishes to continue its crusade against pedophiles, a line in the sand needs to be drawn. Otherwise, every single man who has ever jacked off to suggestive Japanese cartoons is a pedophile. And I can personally guarantee you right now, at this very moment, there's a group of university or college students who are all grown men, are sitting together in a dorm room, and they are all watching hentai anime and making inappropriate innuendo jokes about it. Trust me, Urban Dictionary is full of them. Heck, I'm pretty sure even Muaha from Some Ordinary Gamers has admitted he's jacked off to suggestive and sexual Sonic fan art.
Alright, bro, so Jesus, what was that video? He keeps talking about how his doctors told him, no, don't worry, that's not pedophilia. I highly doubt he told him the full extent of the stuff he was looking at. I really feel like he probably just danced around things and all that with the doctors to get the answer that he wanted. Bowser here, he's not very bright, as you can see by him just doxing the doctors over and over and over again in that video. The thing about him bringing up the college students, like, oh, I bet you somewhere there's a bunch of college students this isn't a normal thing, Bowser. You know, maybe there is in Japan, maybe there is in this country too, probably. People are weirdos nowadays, but it's so weird this is like an argument you're trying to use. Like, just because some fucking strange people do it doesn't mean everybody does it. And I get there may be people who like this type of stuff that may be calling me a weirdo, but like, I don't know, to me, you're the weirdo. That's just how I personally feel. If you don't feel that way, that's fine. Everyone can have different opinions on things, but this guy isn't going to be able to sit here, call other people pedophiles, try to point the finger while doing something that is literally looking at children. Real or not, this is what's going through his mind. He keeps saying that, oh, he admitted to jacking off to them too. When he says too, he admits that he did it too. And what do you think he's doing when he's sitting there doing that disgusting act? He is thinking of himself there with them. Like, I'm sorry, that just sounds like a fucking pedophile to me. But whatever. We'll let that go, even though he admits it all the time. The actual girl he groped in real life. It's been found out, like I said, that she is 17 years old. He keeps trying to push that age to 18 to make everything sound alright. But if he's willing to grope a girl, get fired from his job over it, and he claims quit, which, you know, he got fired for that shit. Like, you don't think he'd do that to anybody else? I'm not sitting here saying that, oh my god, everyone run from Bowser, everyone hide from Bowser. What I am saying, though, is this guy is not honest in any of the shit he says. He really isn't. Bowser here, I don't know... You don't know what this guy's about, because he's all over the place, man. There's so many things I could go into with Bowser. There's so many clips we've yet to look at, and if you guys want, like, another Bowser video, we can definitely do that. I have a few more clips here I want to play at the end, but I hope you guys are getting a good picture on what this guy is, what he's about, and why he's just one of the strangest characters I've ever come across on the internet. But before I get to the final videos, the final clips, and the final bombshell revelation that we have at the end of this video, I want to talk about one more story involving Bowser, and it's why he's currently banned from every AMC theater in his state. You see, when all this started going on, and Bowser was blocking everyone in his comment section for calling him out on all this shit he was saying, and all the shit he was saying about people with suicide and everything, Bowser saw a comment. Someone told him, don't go to AMC anymore. Basically telling him, hey, you groped that girl there, stop going back to that theater. Because I think somewhere he had said that, oh, he's gone there since, and someone said, don't go back there. So, how would you interpret that? Can I just say, it's like in the comments right now, I want to give you guys 10 seconds. Some people might know what happened here, right? The people who've been following along with this Bowser stuff might. But if you don't, if you saw that message telling you, don't go to the AMC anymore, how would you interpret, how would you interpret that? I genuinely want to know. I'm going to give you some time. Just think. How would you think, if someone told you that, would you just think, well, I'm still going to go there? Would you think, why are they saying that? Well, Bowser thought pretty damn quickly. What Bowser thought would be the best course of action was to get in his car, drive to the movie theater, and tell them that there is a bomb in the movie theater. I am not fucking kidding. He blames the trolls for this, says, oh, you guys made me think that there was a bomb. They threw me into the mental institution for that. It's like, really, guy? Like, nobody, not one person ever would have said anything that fucking ridiculous, that fucking stupid to get you in that type of trouble. They told you stop going to that AMC, and you interpreted that as a bomb threat, and of course you got thrown into the loony bin because you ran in there saying there's a bomb and shit. Like, what did you expect was gonna happen? Like, Bowser here, he's as you can tell, he's not very bright. He's not very bright, and you may think, Smokey, you're really cruel for making this. And maybe that's true, but I'll tell you one thing. It was really funny when Liquid Chris confronted him.
He is a slanderous troll, and Mr. Smokey has the legal right to sue him.
Oh,
Not to mention his information is out there, so he can actually send, legal acts against you. I want you to know that.
Oh no, I'm so afraid.
I mean, I hope a couple $100,000 is worth it for you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Smokey has grounds to sue you.
And I will be assisting him too. I say to all Masachi fans, we must help Mr. Smokey.
You're not a lawyer. Shut up.
Man, this shit has been so fucking weird. It's been a funny story, and I know there's probably tons of stuff I'd missed and people who are screaming at me in the comments right now like, you didn't talk about this, you didn't talk about this. But listen, there's always time for more White Bowser if people want more White Bowser. But we need to close on something big. Something that Bowser himself doesn't see coming. Something that, well, really, I want you guys to realize something. A lot of the stuff that we've talked about, it all leads back to one man, to Cyrax. Bowser thought at one point that Cyrax was calling him and yelling at him. MF Goon had Bowser thinking a lot of things. MF Goon really had this man just by a fucking string. And a lot of the things that Bowser said in the beginning, when all this started, Bowser said, I don't want to be a Lolcow. I don't want to be like Cyrax. And well, you guys be the judge. But before you do that judging, as I said, I want to say one more thing. And that is, Bowser was not aware that people were in his Discord. And a bunch of people found this guy out after all this shit kept happening. Like I said, we have 1,000 members in our Discord now. The word got around pretty fast in there. And one of the people who went in there, I'm going to keep their identity private because Bowser doesn't even know who this is. But they joined and told Bowser that they were 17 years old. And Bowser's first thing to ask for was their ID. Now, why did he ask for this after hearing that they were 17 years old? I don't know. But let's get into the conversation now, because there are screenshots of this. Screenshots that I know the White Bowser does not want people to see. But let's look at it. Bowser says, so if you can confirm with me with a picture of state ID, then we can proceed. Because if the psychopaths suspect that you are below 18, then they will ride with that even though I am not a pedophile. Yeah, all that matters to him is how these psychopaths and all see him, and so they can't bother him anymore. Doesn't matter if this girl's below 18, he just needs to have proof so that they don't go after him more. But as you're coming to find out, this person tells him that no, they are not 18. That doesn't stop Bowser from continuing this conversation. The person tells Bowser, if you have my docs, what if they hack it for me? Basically saying, Bowser, if I send you my ID and you get hacked, what if I lose all my shit too? Isn't asking for it risking them going after me too? Because Bowser was telling the trolls, bring it on, and all this shit. Also, we're not ERPing or doing anything besides talking. You talking to a minor isn't pedophilia. If they run with the pedophilia allegations over just talking to a minor, they may be guilty of libel. And Bowser, after hearing that was enough for Bowser. Bowser says, that is technically true. Fine, don't show me your ID, just literally tell me your age. And so this person told them. And Bowser responded, alright then, do me a favor. Never type out you are 17 anywhere when you mention me on the internet. And the person says, got it. So Bowser's cool with having these kids in his community. Just don't tell anyone about it, you know? You don't want anyone to know you're talking to these 17-year-olds, but you doing it in private, that's your personal business. Why should anyone know about it? Fuck this guy, dude. That's where we're ending this today. I can't do no more White Bowser. This guy, no matter what you think about him, the dude is not someone you want to be around. I want to give a bunch of shout-outs. I'm going to give my big shout-outs later, but I want to give a shout-out to K. To Kairos, the fucking goat. Kairos is a guy you've been seeing in the top corner of this video almost the whole time. He is a fucking legend. He's a close friend of mine on here, and I can't thank the guy enough. I want to thank Kiwi Tapes. I want to thank MF Goon. All you guys who made that stream a possibility amazing. I want to thank Cerberus. I want to thank Vaga. I want to thank Aaron JP. I want to thank Maggie. I want to thank McFluffy. I want to thank Reshiram. I want to thank Liquid Chris. I want to thank Armored Goat. I want to thank Zippy. I want to thank Shaza. There's a couple other people I want to thank, but I don't think I can mention their names yet. But To those people, you know who you are, and thank you. And yeah, this was a fun video, and I hope you guys had fun watching it. If this wasn't your cup of tea, you know there will be more Chris and Cyrax around the corner, but this is something I felt like I had to make, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was definitely one of the easier videos to make, but man, fucking Earl Doobie. I guess my closing message to Earl is this. Earl, this whole video I've kind of just been going through your history, looking at some of the stuff you've said in my server, some of the stuff you've said, some of the things you've been hypocritical about, some of the things that you say that it's okay for you to do, like, being offended at people slandering you and wanting to sue them for it, but then you laughing off when you do it to other people. You're not a good person, Errol. You claim to be a Catholic man, a man who is firmly against suicide, yet you laugh at people who are going through suicidal thoughts, and you don't live like a Catholic man at all, lusting over fucking children. Like, Errol, don't ever try to play that bullshit card. Don't ever try to play the victim and tell the internet that, oh man, all these people are after me. People are only after you because you goaded them on. And guess what, buddy? It actually worked. I didn't want it to work, but it did. So on that note, kudos to you, Errol. You got my attention. I don't know if this is really what you wanted at the end of the day, but this is what you got, buddy. My friends, this is going to be the most personal video you're ever going to see from me. Do I hate this guy? Absolutely not. He's just a dope on the internet. But I felt like he was worth covering, just so he realizes now that, yeah, like, people know about the shitty things you do. People aren't going to, like, sit by and go, oh, man, this guy's just, he's so funny, he's so cool, let's just let him keep being a hypocritical asshole. But yeah, that's all I have to say about old Earl Doobie over here. I'd suggest checking the comments because people will probably have a lot more stories of things I missed. Join the Discord and you'll see a lot more Earl Doobie videos if you want to see them. There's so much stuff I've left on the cutting room floor for this one. But you know what? With one guy joining the server and being an asshole, that really doesn't diminish the 1,000 people we have in there that are straight fucking goats, homies, and love all you guys. I'm sorry you had to put up with this asshole. I know he was amongst us for like a few months to like a year almost, but you know what? The fact that you guys even had to deal with this dude for one day, damn sorry about that. And yeah, I guess that's all I have to say here. So with that being said, I want to give shouts out to Vanessa, Scaly Schisms, Phelan's Party Place, Churlish, Pythea, Your Mom, Mick Surly, Adrian Lara, Sky Fitzpatrick, Alright Stingy, G-Man, Wade Pauls, Trademark, Commander Louie, Krabby, Justin S., the Ghostbusters fan, Steve from Machete Squad, Vaga, Italian Boy Advance, East, Chris Chance Fanta Bottle Collection, Pebra, XK Rux, Bullet BP, Synthesist, Fat Potato, Dan Noodles, Emery, Trygive Black Tiger, ATK Cast, Jason Breen, Philly B, Bass Trucker, Robot Gorilla Man, Jared Bradford, Soda Joe, the United States Department of Homeland Security, Seal Currently, Eric Estrada, Everborn, Jurassic Clark, Gravy, Akiba's Beat Fan, Pokemon Trainer Andre, Cowboy Pete, Burger Boy, Cyrax's Stylus, Hillbilly Wizard, Sora Trash, Hurricane Salem, Isaiah, Danny the Foot, Prideful Jester, Cyanide Candy, Smokey's Dealer, Kiwi Bros, Griffin Shivo, Chef Meme Maker, Austin Vidal, Club Doom, Alex, Sarah's Van, Gryphon, Gourd Believer, Jay Avarice, Tilted J, Kostai, Zangetsu Black, Jay Sorensen, Gravy, GP Does, Greg the Rich, TJ, Traplordius, Grizzly Slug, Bob Skywalker, and good old Super Kame Jizzler. Me and Super Kame Jizzler have something we do every time I'm doing a live stream. We take dabs together, and you know what? I want to take a dab with all y'all right now. Because one thing TheWhiteBowser hates is weed, alcohol, or any of that shit. Used to tell me all the time that my weed-stricken brain can't do anything to outwit his smarts. So let's all take a dab together and thank TheWhiteBowser for the laughs tonight. Fuck yeah. And with that, my friends, I think we end it today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. It's Saturday. We got Sunday tomorrow. Hope you guys are going to watch the games, have a good time, and yeah. I'll catch you on the next one. And until then, take care, my friends, and stay safe.